Ladies and gentlemen, did all of you enjoy your online class? As for me, it was the best. The world is swiftly being cut away with the current state of advancement technology. Our daily lives are being transmitted to a new era. Thus the quote, technologies will never replace great teachers, but technologies in the hand of great teachers is transformational. First of all, I'd like to pay my highest respect to the chair of the ceremonies and all participants. Very good afternoon. My name's PRAK SOKSAMNANG, a contestant for Level 9 speaking competition from BELTEI International School Campus 10, Anteuk Olypic. Today, I'm honored to be presenting a topic that goes, the educational sector is heading to the digital platform. I'm sure that the audience are interested in this topic, but I'd like to find two keywords first. According to the Oxford Dictionary, sectors mean part of an area of activities, especially of a country's economy. And digital platform mean technology which increases the speed and spread of knowledge, turnover within the economy and the society. Without hesitation, let's talk about why the educational sector is heading to that platform. Remember the pandemic 2 years ago? Yeah, that pandemic served as a boosting factor that forces school facilities to implement online classes. Talk about an upgrade. Slowly, our country stepping its foot onto the plane of the digital world. And the educational sector, it's one of its many pillars that hold the country firm. But why is it that the educational sector is heading to the digital platform? The answer may be complex, but I can break them down into 3 main points. So, firstly, COVID-19 outbreak. E-learning is a rare thing to happen as it probably exists once every century or so. As of that, we are the only generation that receive online class from our school. The COVID-19 pandemic has pushed the school across the world to attend everyday class in a virtual space. It was convenient, but there are insignificant effects. Education for students is important for a country's progression, and that same sector is modernizing by taking advantage of the digital devices and machinery. The pandemic served as a boost for education to be advancing with the changes already happened to various sectors. Zoom calls, Zoom attendance, digital assignments, these were something that became normal for everyday students. Modernity and its effects on a student's study life is an effect that begun since the 2000s. It was really interesting that the coronavirus outbreak left us with what school life digitally would look like. But a more subtle reason of why you'll be heading to that platform would be, secondly, for a better education. The pandemic showed us the fundamental what our study life would look like digitally. As of that, the sectors advancing into the digital world would benefit the youth for a better education. The convenience and leisure study style would open new gates for students and teachers to try new methods. Taking full advantage of the current technological changes would encourage the student to study data and assets, as currently the youth of our country are very dependent on their devices. The usage of slides, power presentations, school computers have made it possible for education to be a fun learning experience. It would be wrong to not use this advancement as a purpose for educating young leaders that would one day lead this nation. Now, that brings me to my last point. Thirdly, a nation's growth. As stated earlier, younger generation are soon to be national leaders. Education being brought to the digital platform is necessary for the future because educating the fledgling of our nation through various media that they would be eager to learn would result in a prosperous land, as intelligence is key for upon the political and economical states of one's nation. The world is advancing through rapid changes and speed. Our education cannot falter behind them in the department of digital machinery. A nation requires many pillars to develop, and civilians that will one day make changes to their land is the sturdiest pillar any nation can stand on. Now, in conclusion, the main reason why it will be heading to that digital platform is because the nudging push from the pandemic is for education and it's necessary for a country's resolution. History repeats itself. As before, education was nothing but papers and quills. Then it evolved into a proper system. Taking another step into mankind's latest achievement would allow the youth to grasp onto their ambitions and lead the world as global citizens. Just like the quote that goes, "Old ways won't open new door," by Stephanie J. Brown. Now, my presentation has come to the end. Thank you.